Thank you for joining us today. My name is Dick Hill, and I'm a Vice President here at ARC Advisory Group. Today I have Chantel Polsonetti, Vice President and primary author of two of our selection guides, one for Ethernet devices and the other for Ethernet switches. Hello, Chantel.
Hi, Dick.
All right, Chantel, the first question I have is what was the motivation behind creating these guide documents?
Well, Dick, as you can see on this slide, ARC conducts thorough research into the topic of industrial Ethernet switches as well as industrial Ethernet devices. These are important network edge infrastructure components, and we thought that we would share the results of our primary research into these areas with folks who are looking to buy them. Now, the same is true not only of the edge infrastructure we just discussed, but also the actual end devices. Things like the sensors, actuators, and other Ethernet-based I/O level devices that reside below the control layer in the automation network hierarchy. Now, ARC has actually created two selection guides to help end users select the best technology for their industrial Ethernet requirements. Through our experience, we know that many end users are not aware of the many issues that need to be understood to allow them to make the correct selection for their situation.
Well, thank you, Chantel. It makes a lot of sense to me. Can you provide and talk about a few examples that are contained in the particular guides that will allow end users to be more easily able to make their selections?
Sure. Dick, often we find that end users will immediately start getting into the weeds and start looking at the details of these technologies. As you can see by this slide, there are many more things to consider. For example, take a look at the overall business of the suppliers that you're considering, or how the supplier products will fit with your specific IT and OT strategies. And of course, the user should consider whether the technologies are made for their industry and meets the necessary industry and application standards.
Well, Chantel, I understand there are many new trends that are rapidly impacting industrial Ethernet devices and switches. Can you highlight a few of these?
Sure, I'd be happy to, because there's a lot going on right now as it relates to industrial network edge infrastructure and IP-based or Ethernet-based end devices. Certainly the industrial Internet of Things and Industry 4.0 are primary drivers, and the way that this translates into your purchase decisions is how are you going to achieve edge-to-cloud or end-device-to-cloud integration. Also, the IEEE 802.1 TSN or time-sensitive networking standard, we're already seeing products that support this standard becoming available, and this is going to have a very significant impact on industrial Ethernet activity as it relates to its real-time capabilities, among other things. The third area of what's new is really in this area of SDN, or software-defined networking, that has numerous value propositions ranging from security to lower cost and a lot of really significant benefits.
Great. I can appreciate how these new developments are important factors that need to be taken into consideration in selecting industrial Ethernet devices and switches. So thank you, Chantel, for your explanation of the industrial Ethernet devices and switches selection guides. I want to also thank the listener for their interest in these topics. If you want more information on what is available on this topic and other topics, please go to the ARC website, that is www.arcweb.com. Click on Products and Services, and then Technology Selection Guides. You will see links to further descriptions of these two selection guides as well as many others. Thank you again. We appreciate your time.